Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages for the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through with the cards today's reading. So the first card we have is the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Sun card. We do have some earth sign energy here. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But you could also be dealing with a Leo. And we have the 10 of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this 2 of Pentacles showing up here in the reverse, this does feel like a pretty busy period or time right now, but I do feel like with this 2 of Pentacles, this also feels like an energy of someone who's trying to juggle everything at once. So this does feel like a sense of someone being in a space where they know they need to be able to put in effort to make things work, and I do feel like they have that desire genuinely, but I do feel like this person may actually be in a pretty busy season, or they may be in pretty busy, this may just be a pretty busy time where it's kind of making it so that they kind of showing up a bit less in a way that feels like it's going to be very fulfilling because of a sense of needing to get organized. I do feel like though there's a desire to prioritize your connection and to make things work in a way that does feel like them being able to put in the time, the energy, the effort, and not to make you feel neglected. I do feel like with the 7 of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of someone who is putting in a lot of work. I do feel like they could be putting in a lot of work towards this connection with you, and also I feel like putting in a lot of work towards being able to put in a lot of work towards this connection with you as far as the efforts and time and even giving attention. I do feel like with the 7 of Pentacles, this feels like an energy of someone who wants to be able to put in work and is actually going above their efforts to be able to do that. Do you feel like with the 7 of Pentacles, this also feels like an energy of being able to experience slow progress? So I do feel like there's this sense of needing to be able to have patience with someone because of where they're at this time. But I do feel like this is something that is of, it could be something temporary. Do you feel like with the Sun card showing up over here, this is a pretty positive outlook? This feels like a pretty positive energy. When it comes to this connection, at the core of it, it is one that is worth it. I do feel like there's a sense of also experiencing that it is also one that actually makes you genuinely happy. Do you feel like when it comes to this person and to the feelings that they evoke, this does feel like a happy energy. This does feel like the potential to be able to have also a very strong, high-spirited connection that feels like it is contributing to a lot of happiness as well. Do you feel like with the 10 of Cups, this also feels like an energy of being able to reach a point of stability within a connection with someone, being able to have that security so that you can rest? Do you feel like with this 10 of Cups showing up over here, this feels like a goal? And I do feel like there's a sense of also being able to reach that within this connection. This does feel like a connection between two people who are meant to be. Do you feel like with the 10 of Cups showing up over here, this also feels like a sense of being able to experience a sense of feeling fulfillment within this connection, whether it is on an emotional level or anything else. This does feel like it evokes this feeling of feeling like this is where you're meant to be and feeling the sense of fulfillment. I do feel like with this 10 of Cups, this also feels like an energy of being able to experience a happy ending. I do feel like there's a desire for being able to have that happily ever after within this connection when it comes to the way this person is perceiving where things are going with you in this connection. Do you feel that with the 10 of Cups, this also feels like a pretty local energy? This person could be somebody who is local, or is someone who is quite near to you as far as proximity. But I do also feel that there is the support of the people around, surrounding your connection, outside of this connection. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Temperance. We have the Strength. And we have the Chariot. So we do have Cancer energy with the Chariot, and we have Leo energy as well as Sagittarius energy. So you could also be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Cancer. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So this Page of Wands, this does feel like exciting energy surrounding the unfolding of this connection. I do feel like when it comes to the way in which things are being approached, or even just the thoughts of the future of a connection, there is a lot of excitement with that. I do feel like with this Page of Wands, this also feels like an energy of being able to hear from someone as well. And I do feel like when it comes to hearing from them, it's with a sense of good news coming in. And I do feel like with this Page of Wands, this feels like being in a space of being quite happy and eager to be able to have something that does turn into something that is going to be going somewhere meaningful within your connection with somebody. Do you feel like with this Page of Wands, this does also feel like new energy? So this could be the start of something. I do feel like with the Page of Wands show up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience. Do you feel like things may be somewhat slow to start off with, but with this Page of Wands, this does feel like an energy of things really accelerating, especially in the energy, in a way that's quite exciting. And I do also feel like when it comes to even a romantic connection, the romanticism is also there and present. I do feel like with the Temperance card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where it could actually be a sense of kind of needing to be patient with someone. I do feel like they may be going through something, and I do feel like that could be something temporary. But with the Temperance card showing up over here, this feels like a need for balanced energy, being able to have patience within a certain season or period of time within a connection with someone. And I also feel not pressuring them through this time. This person may be someone who's quite hard on themselves, but I do feel that when it comes to being able to get past a challenge within this connection or an obstacle, it is going to take work for them, hard work for them, to be able to also get past that and endure through that so that you can get past it together. But I do feel like there is a lot of potential. And with the Temperance card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being able to reach a space where I do feel like there's a lot of stability within this connection. And I also feel that there's a sense of being able to experience a harmonious connection. There's a lot of potential presence in this connection. I do feel like there is a sense of being able to experience a connection that is worth the effort, worth the wait. And I do feel like it is something that's going to be quite temporary. So I do feel like it is kind of being in a space of holding on and pressing on for some time for being able to experience a good return on that investment. But this does feel like an energy of someone who's quite invested in this connection with you. I do feel like with the Strength card showing up over here, this does feel like you have a strong connection, especially when it comes to the way this person is making you feel. I do feel like you do genuinely have a strong connection with this person. I also feel like with this Strength card showing up over here, this feels like a very empathetic energy towards you, I also feel that that energy is mirrored. It does feel like you're on the same page in a lot of ways, being able to have a lot of feeling for each other. With the Strength card showing up over here, it also feels like a very caring energy as well. I do feel like there's a lot of care in this connection with this person. You may care a lot about them. And I do feel like with that Seven of Pentacles, this person cares about you more than perhaps you know or you realize or you may know. But I do feel like there's a lot of care, a lot of attention also when it comes to you and when it comes to your connection with them. With this Chariot card showing up over here, this does feel like a pretty positive energy, especially for direction. And I do feel like there's a sense of being in a space where this person is quite intentional with your connection. I do also feel that there's a desire for being able to ensure that things are progressing in a certain direction within this connection. And with the Ten of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody who wants to be able to have a connection that is going to lead to something that is going to feel very meaningful, very fulfilling as well. And I also feel that's on many levels. I also feel there's a lot of harmonious energy with the Temperance card that's also present, and that's also possible with this Ten of Cups. So I do feel like with the Chariot card showing up over here, it feels like an energy of forward movement within the connection. I still feel this person is making effort, and I do feel like it's something that you're going to see in them. They are in a position where they wanted to make more effort as well. And with the Chariot card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of someone who's quite determined to be able to make that come across. I also feel that there could actually be some messages from this person as well. It could be outlining their intentions. But I also feel that it is also something that could actually be quite affectionate. It could be being able to communicate in a way that feels like it is actually them trying to speak to the more affectionate side of this connection with you. So I'm going to clarify these cards. we have give your relationship a chance. We have forgiving and learning. And we have passion. So with this give your relationship a chance card showing up over here, I do feel like this is someone who's paying attention to this connection and trying to make things work with you. I do feel like there's a desire to be able to work out any kind of obstacles that may be in your way, or that may also be something that is possibly on the horizon within this connection. There's this sense of trying to get out ahead of it. I do feel like with this give your relationship a chance card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of someone who's in a space where I feel that they want you to give them a chance, or to give their relationship a chance with you. I do feel like there is a desire for being able to get things on track as well with this Chariot card. There's a sense of somebody who's quite serious, I do feel. With the forgiving and learning card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of kind of being in a space where you could actually be learning a lot about this person through experiences you go through with this person. And also with time, you begin to see this person with a more clearer picture. I do feel like with the forgiving and learning card showing up over here, there could actually be some experiences where you could actually be gaining more insight into why someone is handling things the way they are, who they are, and getting to know them, but more also encourages that sense of empathy. I do feel like though with the forgiving and learning card showing up over here, this could actually be an energy of someone being in a space where they could actually want your forgiveness as well. And I do feel like there's a desire for being open to working something out with you within this connection. And with the strength card, I do feel like you have a strong connection. It does feel like one that is also, it could be one that's too good to turn your back on and turn away from. So this feels like an energy of being able to work something out. I do feel like with the forgiving and learning card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being able to experience, being able to heal, and be able to actually experience a sense of moving on from a problem or something that felt like it was kind of a heaviness within this connection to be able to work through. But this does feel like an energy of being able to work through it and be able to move on, in the sense that energy comes back to the present moment as opposed to holding on to something from the past or letting that energy linger without resolution. I do feel like with the passion card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of this connection being one that does feel like it is bringing out a sense of you have all of those feelings for each other. I do feel like there is a sense of butterflies also being something that's experienced when it comes to this person. I do feel like this person has a lot of feelings for you as well. And I do feel like when it comes to being in this person's presence, this is something that's very enjoyable as well. I do feel like with the Sun card showing up over here, there is something very, very pleasant about your connection. It is also one that has the potential to actually bring out the best in you or the best in this person. And I do also feel that there is a sense of also being able to experience that happy, joyful energy when it comes to this connection being on track, and when it comes to the idea of being able to get things on track. So I do feel like it's a pretty promising energy within this connection. I also feel like it could actually be really strong chemistry between the two of you, as well as attraction. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards. I hope you have a wonderful day, Sagittarius, and I will speak to you in the next reading. Bye, Sagittarius.